Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a quick look and overview of my FPV backpack. This FPV backpack can be bought from lots of sources. It's just a rucksack, 30 liter, sold for all kinds of outdoor applications. Tons of vendors selling them. I'll put a link in the description. The guts of it are, I can strap all my quadcopters to the outside. Works out pretty good with the buckles on board. I love this pack itself. I picked it for this reason because it comes with enough attachments that you can attach two quads to it no problem right off the hop. This is my 210 and my 250. I have two more 210s now, but on top of that, tasty tidbit of this video, if you take nothing else from this video, for hanging quads either from your pack or from your wall or anywhere, that's from the dollar store. It's a cat collar, pet collar. Buy them for $1. Works great, love it. So in the outside pockets, I've got a bunch of goodies in here. For the transmitter I'm still using isn't LiPo, so I still carry some AA batteries. I also carry more AA's, some electrical tape, some zip ties. Gotta have those in your kit. For the ZMR 250, I have the right size of Allen key, as well as a Phillips screwdriver, as well as the programmer for my FEO 1000 TV line camera, and a few other little goodies that are particular to that quad. For prop nuts, for the lock nuts on the 210, I also have all the other Allen keys. Don't really need these big ones. One of these days I'll break this down and only bring the essentials. Gotta have some super glue. Can't go wrong having some super glue. Now, this will become clearer later, but I also have these dipole antennas. One is for a monitor you'll see in a minute, and I carry two spares for the FPV system should I break my circular polarized ones. These things don't weigh anything, so handy to have. Got some more tools crammed in here. Needle nose pliers, some pens. That's about it for there. Dollar store timer. Works good if you don't have a timer on your transmitter. This will get you by in a pinch. For $1, can't go wrong. The Emax motor cases, I carry the Allen keys as well as all the spare parts and lots of spare hardware for the motors on any of my quads. I love these Emax motor cases. They're great to put spare goodies in. As well, a couple of LiPo alarms. Can't go wrong having these. Buy them for under $2 on eBay. I usually carry 3 or 4 because I give these things out. The local model club guys weren't familiar with them, some of them, so I gave a few away. Worked out pretty good. Inside the next layer, we have kind of the guts. Important part. This is a lunch pail from the dollar store. Love it. Inside it, I have my FlySky transmitter. This is the FSi6. You've seen this on the channel before. I've done the 10-channel mod to this. I've 3D printed these little gimbal protectors. Keeps the gimbals from getting bashed up in the pack. Works great. Not the greatest radio. Not quite as good as a Taranis, but heck, it's cheap and it works. I love this thing. I'm really getting attached to the new Slim line of these, the Slim form factor, and I'll do a LiPo conversion on this before too long on the channel, and we'll get rid of the AA's. Really hate AA batteries. Inside here, my locator light. This is for the Lost Model locator. There's the transmitter unit. It's tiny. Buy one of these. Don't question it. If you're into mini quads, just go ahead and buy one of these locator lights. You will have an easy time finding your quads forevermore if you're down in long grass. I've got a whole video on this. It's worth it. It saved this quad the first time out. Saved me a lot of aggravation finding it. It works incredible. I simply love this. One of the greatest toys I have. Inside, I keep a bag of props. And see, I'm only running the 2 blades just because I have a buttload of these. I bought a whole load of them from Hobby King a while back. There was a mailbag on the channel covering that, and I'm just using these to burn them off. And they're not as good as a tri-blade, but they're good enough for me. Another lunchbox from the dollar store. Inside here, this is kind of a bad example right now because normally I have my foam. I jam foam rubber in here and keep the batteries from getting all smashed up like they are. I just took it out, I forgot, and I'll put it back. But these are my 1300 4-cells, as well as for my Fat Sharks. And another Fat Shark, another tasty tidbit, you can buy these Eachine goggle batteries for peanuts on eBay. Way cheaper than buying a Fat Shark, and you don't have to do the darn conversion and bust it apart and make it yourself, and it just charges with USB. Pretty cool. Works good for the Fat Sharks. But those are all my batteries. Here's my Fat Sharks. I've done a video on this. You can find it on my channel. This is the new Fat Sharks. I love these. Cheap, simple. I'm really liking these. They come with everything you need to get started, and they just work. Pretty happy with those. As well, in here I keep my bags for my cameras, and I keep spare Mobius cameras in here, and anything to do with GoPros or whatever would be in here, but right now I've got my GoPros out on the bench because I was using them for something else. In the last pocket back here, I keep one of these cheap Chinese FPV displays. Has a 5.8 gigahertz receiver inside. I stick one of those dipole antennas on here that you saw earlier, and I set this up so people can watch what I'm up to. This one's kind of broken. It's got lines through it, but it's great for if people walk up on you and want to know what you're up to, want to go for a ride with you. You just have this sitting there, and I just leave it out when I'm flying at all times. When I come back, you just plug it in. It just has a USB charger, and you charge it back up. These come with cheap Chinese quads. I'm sure you can buy this separately on eBay for just a few bucks. It works great. It does the job. Helps bring other people into the hobby and see what you're up to. That is my FPV racing quadcopter backpack system. Pretty happy with it. It's budget priced, budget equipment. Just super tickled with it. It does exactly what I want it to do. Hope you guys can build one like this yourself. Put the link in down below where you can source this stuff. And good luck in your quadcopter ventures. Throw a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.